2, 1. Hey guys, it's Pursuing Bunnies. We're back with Date Warp.
So this is our first video not on Easter. We forgot to mention which one our last one was, so that will be the one before this.
Yeah, we did quite a lot on Easter.
I mean, it may not seem like it because we did one video that took us like 2 hours to do, which doesn't normally happen. The first one because we did the entire core route.
Yeah.
And then for you guys, you're not gonna probably see most of that, so.
Anyway, we had a lot of extra time on Easter. But now we're back and we're in Linds's route, and I don't remember exactly.
I think that like the lights going out
went
incident
out already.
happened.
Yeah, that's happened.
And so we actually have already seen Albin's sister because he took us downstairs with us. Or with him.
With him.
I can talk.
So yeah, that's where we're at. So let's just jump right into this. Tuesday morning after breakfast, Nathaniel asked us all to meet in the main lobby to discuss last night's incident. Here we go. I'm not sure Bradley knows what happened at all, but the other two look worried. What has Linds told them? Linds and Raphael aren't here yet. We're waiting for them. Okay, this is stuff we've seen, so I'm going to actually hit the skip. Nothing new here. Huh? Why don't you stop dancing around the subject and tell him? If he knew what you were doing, he'd agree with you.
Janet.
Listen, Bradley, Alvin's sister is sick. Very sick. So they've made up a hospital room in the basement, and Linds is trying to help her. Oh, Janet.
Janet, this is not your place to talk, but I guess you're going to anyway. Whatever.
I don't like...
I don't like her in this route. What?
That's why they don't want us messing around down there. That's why they won't turn off the power to try to fix the force fields, to save Bianca's life. Well, yes, but for Linds... Alvin really had the most right to say something here.
Definitely Alvin. I had no idea. It was none of your business. Thank you.
Yeah. When we don't know what's going on, we're more likely to worry and invent bizarre theories and cause trouble, you know.
Which is why I was about to tell him, but someone jumped the gun.
Oh gosh, Janet, you are so impatient, and this music is too loud.
Yes, it is.
There. Alright. You were taking too long.
How come Janet knew?
Long
story short.
I don't remember because it's been so long.
Because she went to Linds's room when she heard the power and
followed him.
Or something. I don't quite know all of the details.
I think we followed him downstairs.
I don't remember if he let us come or if we went on our own. Anyway, back on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, see, because there's... I went down with Linds last night during the power outage, so I saw the lab.
May I see, just to verify this story? Oh my gosh, Bradley.
Bradley thinks that we're now going crazy. It should be okay as long as he promises not to touch anything, right? Alvin looks ticked.
Well, wouldn't you be?
Yeah.
But he always looks like that, so I guess, that's life.
That's true.
If you hurt her, I will kill you very slowly. Thank you, Alvin.
Yes.
I wouldn't expect anything else.
Boys.
Didn't follow me.
Together we descend the stairs into the basement. Knowing what to expect, I keep my eyes on Bradley as we enter. He stares, wide-eyed, as we all hang back around the edges of the room.
Is she in a coma? Not exactly. At the moment, she is neither alive nor dead, but in a state where she might potentially become either. A situation which will be altered when the procedure is complete.
And that's the experiment that's been counting down. This thing you're doing, it finishes tomorrow?
That is correct.
She looks like a sleeping princess in a fairy tale, the prisoner of a witch's curse, trapped between life and death.
What happens then? Her spirit comes back or is lost forever. Which is why it is imperative that the procedure is not interrupted. You've seen what you needed to see. Now get out of here. I don't want you hovering over her. Can she hear us? No, she's not there now. I just wanted to wish her well. Bianca will not remember, but we will. Let us go.
Quietly, we file out of the experimental chamber, up the stairs, and back into the mansion proper. Nathaniel leads us to the sitting room and gestures for everyone to make themselves comfortable. Okay, I don't want to do this conversation again. Except this is stuff we haven't seen.
Oh, then we have to do this conversation again.
Fine. He remains standing, his fingertips lingering over the candlesticks atop the fireplace. No one's seen this. The sunlight through the window should be a pleasant... Yeah, this is the same thing.
No, it's not.
Okay, fine.
I am sorry if the secrecy caused you any distress. I understand how you must have felt, but I wish you'd told us from the beginning. What possible reason would there have been to trust you? Why would we have wanted to hurt your sister?
Why did he jump over closer to Alvin? Like, he was on the other side of the screen, and then all of a sudden he just jumps right next to Alvin like he's trying to be buddy-buddy with him.
Oh, they're making friendly. Okay, you guys. Alvin and Bradley are going to be besties from here on out.
Alvin scoffs.
I don't know about your universe, but here this sort of experiment happens to be illegal. Not to mention potentially lucrative if information came to the right hands. You thought we were spies?
Now he took a step back and he's gonna...
The buddy-buddiness died. They're enemies again.
Alvin probably pushed him when we weren't looking.
Probably. Alvin was probably like, why are you so close to me? Like, why are you touching me? Like, we are not friends.
That'd be us.
Your arrival did seem rather coincidentally timed. Now that you know, you understand why it's important to control our power usage and why we may all be rather distracted for the next 30 hours or so.
Yes, of course. And with that, the gathering dissolves. As everyone heads off in their separate directions, I tail after Linds. I find him in the kitchen, making coffee. This experiment, how dangerous is it?
To us or to Bianca?
Both, either.
Well, since it's never been done before, it's impossible to be sure. All readings indicate that the procedure is strongly affecting Bianca's ethereal signature. The complete discharge should definitely have results. I simply don't know what those results will be.
She could still die.
It's quite likely that she will. However, if we had done nothing, she would certainly have died anyway.
That doesn't sound reassuring. Nathaniel and Alvin, do they know this might not work?
Of course.
What about the risk to us then?
Completely unquantifiable. We aren't meant to be affected at all, but we may be. Who knows? The only side effect reaching the rest of us at the moment is these mysterious force fields, and they don't appear to cause any harm.
So it's completely untested and very illegal medical procedure being carried out in secrecy by a mad scientist who has no idea what it'll do.
Woo! Party!
This seems like a good idea. Do you often do things this crazy? This is not proper medical research.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
I guess that's
totally reasonable from his perspective, so sure, why not?
He takes a sip of coffee, then rapidly sucks in air to cool the mouthful.
Sure, why not? But to answer your question, yes, I have often carried out frontline research. Life is fleeting. You take what you can when you can. His scary look.
I know.
Actually, I am surprised at you, Janet. You know that I have access to certain superior technologies and drugs that your world has not invented. Yet you have made no attempt to acquire them. What sort of medical student are you?
I'm not a med student.
Well, not officially yet, but that hardly matters.
You don't understand. Oh, now she's gonna be.
Oh, we're gonna get a full line on what she wants
Oh,
versus what her parents want.
Janet's whole life story here.
Woohoo!
All my life, my parents wanted me to be a doctor. Not because of anything about me, but because that's what all parents want and all parents in their social circles want. Doctor, lawyer, politician, MBA, but especially doctor. It's not just the money, it's the status. It's the most representable, respectable job there is. My parents sent me to the best prep school in town, even though it was a religious school and we're not Christian. They expected me to go to an Ivy, that is one of the oldest and most prestigious universities in my country, then med school, then doctor.
This isn't what you wanted.
I don't know. I think I wanted it for the same reasons they did, status, showing off, not because I really wanted to have people's lives in my hands. I always had good grades and I knew I was smarter than my classmates, so I thought I had it in the bag. Then I failed.
You failed a class.
No, never. I failed to get accepted into an Ivy. My application wasn't well rounded enough. I didn't have sports and clubs and hobbies because I didn't have friends. Brook is a nice school, but no one's ever heard of it because of how pretty the campus is. Or except because of how pretty the campus is. I mean, it's not bad. Plenty of people go to med school from Brook. It's just not impressive in the way my parents wanted. They were very disappointed.
I see.
And that made me think about what I really wanted, which I don't know actually. I want to learn things as much as I possibly can, but I don't really want to be a doctor. I just hate letting my parents down. Finally, I stop babbling and see the expression on his face. What's wrong?
Nothing. Parents.
Your parents aren't happy with your line of work?
They don't have the ability to be. They're dead.
Oh,
At least I assume so, since I never knew who my father was. I can't be sure.
uh, I'm sorry.
No need. Parents cause everyone trouble. Which is why I will never have children. More than enough people have reason to hate me as it is.
I guess that's the first statement.
Okay.
I hear footsteps behind me as soon as someone else enters the room.
There you are.
He looks at the cup in Linds's hand.
Is that all you're having for breakfast? No.
uh, Raphael sighs and shakes his head and begins putting together a proper meal. Lynn simply watches, a faintly wistful expression on his face. They're not dating, they're not master and servant, they're not related. I don't understand what it is between them. Except we do, because we did Raphael's route.
Yes, and Raphael tells you.
Yeah.
But that said,
Is Lynn's going to. I suppose I should get out of your way.
I can cook for you too. I really don't mind.
Aww, you're so sweet. But what can I do for you in return?
Help me keep an eye on Linds?
You're so sweet. And it's.
Should I run twice as fast to ensure there's enough work to go around? Yep.
I don't think that's necessary. Maybe it's not such a mystery. Maybe they're just friends. It's nice to have friends.
They're not exactly just friends, but
Yeah.
E.
Oh, great. Here's this scene.
Yay.
But Are we gonna get something different because of the route?
I don't know. Well, we'll just.
I'll skip it until. Because we know
Doesn't
the
look
word's
like it
ravishing.
ravishing, and that word did appear, so. Looks like.
Okay. Okay, whatever. I think at one point we got like a new line in that one.
Maybe, but oh well.
Oh well.
So do you want to stop here?
Sure, let's end it here and pick this up in the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching.
Bye,
Bye,
guys!
guys!